Are we going to be seeing flashbacks to Alice's training to become the warrior we see now?
Yes.
Yes, in fact, you will learn in episode 2 how she is so good with the sword. The one that we showed the first act of today. When you watch it next week, you'll get more into that.
So with Wonderland, is it more of is it more of a love story sort of journey, like a triangle, as opposed to the other one being more of a family?
I would say that it's the main difference is, I think, in the mode of storytelling, which is once was designed to be an epic story to be told over hopefully many, many seasons if the fans ask for it, whereas with Wonderland what we're trying to do is tell this very contained story in one season specific to Cyrus and Alice and how they've been separated and how they will or won't get back together. And should the fans like it and people want more, then we would come up with a new adventure for these characters to go on. But it's meant to be a beginning, middle, and end all told in one season.
How often will the two worlds, meaning the two shows, collide?
Not really a lot. It's funny because it's not a spin-off in the traditional sense where it would be like a character for once and we drop them off and they say, okay, we're going to see, Robin Hood, as we've said, would be making an appearance, but really the show lives on its own. And so that if you've never seen Once Upon a Time, you can watch Wonderland and jump in and not feel like you've missed a beat. But if you do watch Once Upon a Time, we'll have Easter eggs and a few things. But, we don't have the episode where Rumpelstiltskin in it yet. But that's not to say we won't.
What can you tease about why Jafar is so desperate to get these wishes?
Well, as we saw today, he wants to change the laws of magic. And we know certain laws of magic, which you can't bring anyone back from the dead, you can't get anyone to love you, you can't change the past. So, he's got his reasons, and we are definitely going to get into them.
And I'd say that the reasons come from a pain in his life, and that's something that we intend to reveal and explore very soon.
Besides the rabbit, are there any other characters that were crossing over? Knave and the rabbit from both seasons, right?
Well, they both showed up in the story.
Right. Are there going to be more characters that will cross back? That will be
not initially. There will be a crossover. You'll see in episode 3 with Robin Hood, and that's the next one that's coming up. There may or may not be some that come on down the line, but for now, the stories are really focused on separate tracks.
Is there anything you can tell us about the Knave's background?
Well, episode 3, we can tell you, is all about his background, and he has a surprising connection with 2 characters.
The first time we went to Wonderland, Cora was there as the queen. Are we going to revisit that?
Yeah, Cora was the Queen of Hearts, which is, and Emma's playing the Red Queen. And, we eventually will, later in the series, tell you, where she fits in and all this, and how she may or may not have inspired or had people be frightened of her.
In the once world, what we saw of Cora was pre-curse. And now where Wonderland is, we're in a post-curse world. So everything that happened with Cora kind of has occurred in the past. But that is being felt in the present. And we intend to explore that to see how she's had an effect on the characters.
Are we going to see more of we saw the tension between the Red Queen and Jafar. Are we going to explore more like their history?
Yeah, they are an uneasy alliance, I think you're starting to see, and we're going to explore more of that alliance and see that it's not as simple, because these two, while seemingly aligned against Alice, have very different reasons for what they're doing. It caused them to butt heads as well.
Is Alice's journey to find Cyrus ever going to take her outside of Wonderland?
I wouldn't say that it's going to take us outside of Wonderland, but I'd say we are going to flash back to time with her that was outside of Wonderland in Victoria.